For centuries, the Great Wall was the sole symbol of Chinese grandeur. But today, that giant has awakened to build 12 new wonders that dwarf the past. Welcome to a journey through engineering that demands no permission to exist, transforming the world map into a technological chessboard. We'll see 12 megaprojects that will leave you rubbing your eyes in disbelief. Let's begin. Raffles City, the world's tallest horizontal city. Imagine a city that doesn't grow horizontally, but instead chooses to lie down on the clouds, defying gravity on a concrete skyline. Welcome to Raffles City in Chongqing and its engineering marvel known as the Crystal. This 300-meter-long sky bridge connects 4 of the complex's 8 skyscrapers at a dizzying height of 250 meters, creating a glass corridor that appears to float above the Yangtze River. Built at a cost of 400 million euros, this 12,000-ton steel structure houses lush gardens, luxury restaurants, and an infinity pool that seems to spill directly into the urban abyss. In a metropolis like Chongqing, where land is a scarce luxury and mountains dominate the landscape, this structure expands urban life vertically, creating a new plane of existence for millions. Its state-of-the-art friction isolation system allows it to sway safely during earthquakes, absorbing seismic impacts without compromising the comfort of its visitors. Engineers spent years calculating wind oscillation to ensure that no one feels the slightest sway. A feat that transforms the skyline into a walkable street and forever redefines the concept of the skyscraper. The Beilong Lift, ascending to the floating mountains. Ascending the floating mountains that inspired the movie Avatar no longer requires spaceships, just a steel cable and nerves of tempered iron. The Beilong Lift, also known as the 100 Dragons Lift, is the world's tallest outdoor elevator structure, with a sheer vertical drop of 326 meters. This marvel carries 50 people per trip at an astonishing speed of 5 meters per second, offering a unique bird's-eye view of the quartz and sandstone pillars of Zhangjiajie National Park. 66% of its structure is embedded directly into the ancient rock, secured by 154 steel bolts that penetrate deep into the mountain to support the weight of the loaded cabins. Its purpose was to democratize access to the region's most spectacular peaks, eliminating the need for exhausting 3-hour hikes that also degraded the fragile local ecosystem. Its magnetic braking system and intelligent sensors ensure a smooth descent using controlled gravity, even in the event of a total power outage. The Beilong elevator is the ultimate proof that humankind can climb the impossible and admire the majesty of the earth without destroying its ancient essence. The circular building in Guangzhou, the jade disc that defies the wind. On the banks of the Pearl River, a gigantic 33-story jade disc seems to have fallen from the sky to defy the boring geometry of modern architecture. Standing 138 meters tall with a central void 48 meters in diameter, this structure cost 50 million euros and has become the visual icon of southern China's economic powerhouse. The design pays sophisticated homage to the Bi, an ancient symbol of balance and heaven. When reflected in the river's waters at sunset, the building forms a perfect figure 8, the number of absolute fortune in Chinese culture. But beyond its mystique, the central hole is an engineering marvel. It dramatically reduces the load of the hurricane-force winds that batter the region, allowing gusts to pass through the structure instead of putting pressure on its foundations. During the Festival of Light, the central void is transformed by laser projection systems that create floating holograms, solidifying its status as the most advanced circular screen on the planet. A masterpiece where ancient tradition and 21st century aerodynamics merge in a perfect circle of constant innovation. The Sidu River Bridge, the bridge built with rockets. This is the bridge that shouldn't exist, a structure built by firing military rockets into the abyss when all conventional methods failed miserably. Suspended 1,496 meters above the valley floor, it's so terrifyingly high that you could fit the Empire State Building under its cables and still have room for a 10-story building. At 1,222 meters long, this steel artery was the key to connecting mountainous provinces that once lived in medieval isolation, reducing a tortuous 5-hour journey to a mere 60 seconds of smooth travel above the clouds. The main cables, composed of thousands of strands of high-strength steel, are designed to withstand hurricane-force winds. Artificial intelligence systems monitor every bolt and plate, detecting any metal fatigue before it occurs. Crossing the Sidu is the closest an ordinary driver can get to the experience of flying without leaving the asphalt, a journey where clouds often drift below your window. The Chongqing Monorail, the train that goes through a building. What do you do if a mountain and a concrete building block your planned train route? In the city of Chongqing, you simply decide to run the train right through the middle of the residents' living rooms. The world-famous Line 2 monorail physically passes through the 6th, 7th, and 8th floors of a 19-story residential building. A solution that seems absurd but is pure urban planning genius in a city of 30 million people. The noise generated by the passing train is only 60 decibels, the equivalent of the hum of a modern dishwasher, thanks to rubber tire technology and a completely independent internal support structure that doesn't touch the walls of the inhabited building. Augmented reality observation platforms allow tourists to visualize the complex magnetic absorption engineering that protects the residents' homes. Faced with an impossible topography of vertical slopes, Chinese engineers opted for the complete integration of transportation into private life. It is an absolute triumph of pragmatism over technical impossibility, demonstrating that mass coexistence is the inevitable future of megalopolises. Daxing Airport, Beijing's Starfish. Admiringly nicknamed the Starfish, Beijing Daxing International Airport is more than just an airport. It's a technological cathedral of human logistics. Built in a record time of less than 5 years with a massive investment of 11.5 billion euros, its single terminal, spanning 700,000 square meters, is the largest under one roof in the world. Strategically designed with a radial structure, no passenger has to walk more than 8 minutes from the center to the most remote gate. It aims to handle 100 million passengers annually, serving as the central hub for smart aviation in Asia. Designed by the late Zaha Hadid, the interior is bathed in constant natural light thanks to a glass roof that flows like an organic wave. With a comprehensive biometric recognition network, it has definitively eliminated the need for physical passports at all its checkpoints. Furthermore, it boasts one of the world's fastest underground rail networks, connecting the terminal to the heart of Beijing in the blink of an eye. It's a structure that not only receives aircraft, but also projects the unstoppable ambition of an entire nation onto the rest of the globe. The Delingha Solar Power Plant, the desert's eye of fire. In the heart of the unforgiving Gobi Desert, an eye of fire composed of 27,000 giant mirrors tracks the sun with pinpoint accuracy to generate power even in the pitch black of night. This impressive 200-meter-tall central tower receives the concentrated light from thousands of heliostats, reaching extreme temperatures of 565 degrees Celsius. Unlike ordinary photovoltaic solar panels that stop working at nightfall, this plant uses molten salts to efficiently store heat, allowing it to generate electricity uninterrupted for more than 3 hours after sunset. The captured thermal energy is enough to power 110,000 homes and displace 350,000 tons of carbon dioxide emissions annually. State-of-the-art predictive algorithms optimize the capture of sunlight even on days with low visibility. Delingha is not just a power station. It is the beacon that proves that the future of clean energy lies in our ability to capture and store the scorching heat of the stars. The Jiaozhou Underwater Tunnel, the artery under the sea. While the rest of the world sails on the waves, China has built a steel artery that beats strongly 88 meters below the crushing pressure of the seabed. Nearly 9 kilometers long, this high-speed rail tunnel is the deepest and most advanced of its kind in the world. It uses a special ultra-high-strength concrete capable of withstanding the relentless chemical corrosion of salt water and massive hydrostatic pressure for at least a century of continuous service. Its goal was to transform the geography of the city of Qingdao, uniting its two shores and reducing travel time from 2 hours to just 7 minutes of smooth passage beneath the ocean. Intelligent underwater drones on continuous patrol automatically seal micro cracks, setting a new global standard for safety in underwater tunnels. Construction overcame the risk of catastrophic leaks by using custom-designed tunnel boring machines that advanced with surgical precision through complex geological faults. An invisible but vital feat where human engineering silently prevails over the overwhelming weight of the oceans. The FAST Telescope. The most sensitive ear in the cosmos. Imagine a dish so colossal that you could fill it with 250 million bowls of rice. This is Earth's most sensitive ear, listening intently to the faintest whispers of the cosmos. The FAST telescope, with its impressive 500-meter diameter, covers an area equivalent to 30 professional football fields. It is capable of detecting radio signals from the edges of the known universe that other observatories simply ignore. It was strategically built in a natural karst depression in Guizhou province, which acts as a perfect natural shield against human-made electromagnetic interference. Its mission is to unravel the mysteries of dark matter and search for traces of advanced extraterrestrial civilizations in deep space. To date, FAST has discovered more than 900 new pulsars, dead neutron stars that spin at incredible speeds, surpassing the combined discoveries of all other radio telescopes in the world. An AI-powered data center analyzes petabytes of astronomical information in real time to instantly detect spatial anomalies. The eye of the sky is not just a giant antenna, it's our clearest window to infinity. The Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macao Bridge, the Great Wall of the Sea, 55 kilometers of pure steel and asphalt snaking across the Pacific Ocean. This is the Great Wall of the Sea, a structure so massive it can be clearly seen from Earth orbit. Costing an astronomical 18 billion euros, its construction used enough steel to build 60 identical Eiffel Towers. But the bridge is not just about surface. It includes a 6.7-kilometer underwater tunnel submerged between two artificial islands to allow the world's largest cargo ships to pass freely through the navigation channel without risk of collision. This megaproject was designed to economically unify Hong Kong, Macau, and mainland China into a single large bay area, transforming a grueling 4-hour journey into a comfortable trip of just 45 minutes. Every section of the bridge is equipped with structural health sensors that instantly report any metal fatigue caused by typhoons or marine corrosion. It is an eternal monument to total connectivity, uniting 3 different legal and social systems under a single steel road that defies the vastness of the ocean. The Shanghai Tower, the crystal dragon that defeats typhoons. A crystal dragon twists gracefully 120 degrees into the Shanghai sky, defying the brute force of the most violent typhoons that batter the coasts of Asia. Standing at an imposing 632 meters tall, the Shanghai Tower boasts the fastest elevator on the planet, capable of ascending at a speed of 20.5 meters per second. A dizzying ride that whisks you to the clouds in a matter of seconds. Its unique helical design is not merely aesthetic. It reduces the wind load on the structure by an astonishing 24%, allowing engineers to save nearly 50 million euros in structural materials. It functions as a veritable vertical city divided into 9 zones with internal gardens bathed in filtered natural light. Awarded the title of the world's most sustainable vertical green city, it has optimized its water harvesting systems and wind turbines to autonomously power the spectacular lighting on its facade. The 1,000-ton mass damper at the top uses electromagnetic technology to stabilize the tower against any seismic activity or hurricane-force winds. The Shanghai Tower is the pinnacle of contemporary bioclimatic design, a skyscraper that literally breathes and intelligently adapts to nature. The Three Gorges Dam, the sovereign of the Yangtze River. There is only one man-made structure so massive and colossal that it has physically slowed the Earth's rotation. Welcome to the absolute sovereign of the Yangtze River, the Three Gorges Dam. With an astonishing electrical generating capacity of 22,500 megawatts, this dam generates the energy equivalent of burning 50 million tons of coal each year, holding back an artificial ocean of 42 billion tons of water behind its 2.3-kilometer-long concrete wall. But its function goes beyond energy. It is the protective shield that controls the catastrophic floods that have historically claimed the lives of hundreds of thousands of people throughout the centuries. The most advanced geophysical studies confirm that the shift in the Earth's axis and the alteration of the length of the day by 0.06 microseconds remain a unique and measurable phenomenon resulting from this immense mass of accumulated water. Furthermore, its shiplift system, the largest in the world, allows vessels weighing 10,000 tons to overcome a difference in elevation of 113 meters in record time. The Three Gorges Dam is not only a feat of civil engineering, it is the ultimate demonstration of humanity's absolute power over the elements of nature. A giant that silently safeguards the vital balance of an entire nation beneath its concrete shadow. From bridges built with rockets to skyscrapers that defy typhoons, from telescopes that listen to the cosmos to dams that slow the Earth's rotation, China has demonstrated that its ambition knows no bounds. Each of these 12 megaprojects is a testament to the human capacity to dream and, more importantly, to make those dreams a reality. The question that remains is not whether China can continue to surprise us, because it has already more than proven that. The question is, while the rest of the world debates, argues, and gets bogged down in endless bureaucracies, are we willing to accept that the future is already being built and being built on a scale we are only beginning to comprehend? Because if we've learned anything on this journey, it's that the world no longer looks forward, it looks toward China, and China doesn't stop.